Meeting is now being recorded.
Good afternoon, everyone. This presentation is regarding the implementation of SAP ACE and mobile phone-based spot billing for RAPDRP in Bihar. So as you see,
Please enter your passcode followed by the pound or hash key.
so this presentation will take you through the situation existing before implementation. Then a small slide about
Is not a passcode that I can confirm. Please try entering your passcode again, followed by the
Yeah, please go on. I think there's someone trying to join from your team.
Please enter your passcode followed by the pound or hash key.
Then we present a slide about the solid benefits, value creation. Then I will explain about the areas of innovation, and finally about one or two quotes from our senior management. As you see, this project was implemented as a part of RAPDRP, or the Restructured Accelerated Power Development and Reform Program. The client is Bihar State Power Holding Company Limited. The solutions that were implemented as part of SAP ACE are PS, DM, Billing and Invoicing, ISCA. Towns with a population of total population of about 15 lakh consumers. The situation was, before implementation was very grim for both the systems of the Bihar State Power Holding Company Limited. The two discoms are North Bihar Power Distribution Company Limited and Bihar Power Distribution Limited. The situation was very grim. The companies were not viable commercially. Only about 20 to 30% bill system is solved and actually utility. And even in those cases where the bills were solved and actual, the reading needs to be, the metering entered or register needs to be less than the actual. And finally, there is a gap of around 10 to 15 days between the day a meter was read and the day a bill was solved to the consumer. There are multiple vendors serving this, about 4 to 5 such vendors, and there is no control on them as regards their quality and quantity of billing. Moreover, there was no standard billing application. The transmission and distribution losses used to be around 43% for NBQDCL and around 55% for SBQDCL. There was no energy audit work stream. The new connection and disconnection processes were manual. The metering, billing and collection processes were either non-existent or if at all they were there, they were standalone. In the prevailing practice, before Reliance started this implementation, the utility representative used to visit a terminal premise twice in a billing cycle. One used to be to take the metering and the other used to be to serve the bill. Over the years, before this implementation started, this conventional method was replaced partially by spot billing. So in this method, the meter visits the terminal premise with a handheld machine called the spot billing machine, and the billing engine resides in the spot billing machine, and the bill is processed on the site. But then this solution was implemented in bits and pieces. Reliance went ahead and implemented SAP ACE along with mobile phone-based spot billing. As you see, there are certain specific product goals. One of them was providing an IT backbone to the Bihar utility. The second was the establishment of IT applications like meter data acquisition, billing, collection, the GIS, energy audit, new connection, disconnection, customer care. There was a customized solution for energy audit also was to be implemented. And the overarching aim of this project was to reduce the latency losses. This mobile phone-based modeling application is an end-to-end solution. I think it covers the entire revenue cycle, right from energy billing till analysis and monitoring. One of the key features of this application is that the photograph of metering is compulsory. One cannot go ahead without capturing the photograph of the metering. The metering is typed on the touch screen, and at the same time the GPS coordinates of the consumer are also captured automatically in the mobile phone. The information is transmitted to the billing server, that is the SAP server, to middleware and web service using the telecom network. And the bill is processed in the SAP server. This information is conveyed from SAP server to mobile phone to middleware and web service in real time. And the Bluetooth thermal printer that is coupled to the mobile phone prints the bill, and this bill is in turn sent to the consumer. So all this happens in real time, and the photograph of the metering is printed on the bill. So as a result of all this, the lead time between the day on which the meter is read and the day on which the corresponding bill is sent to the consumer is entirely eliminated. This used to be around 10 to 15 days in the earlier practice. So with this method, it is zero. A key feature of this application is the post-mortem that you can do with respect to the photographs that you have taken. This can be compared with the actual reading, and corrective actions can be taken. So this slide shows the business case for implementing this solution. As you see, the timing, these three processes, there is data download, action for event, there is data download to mobile phone, and the entry metering, the capture of the photograph, and payment made by the consumer. All this can happen on the same day. As you see, you have certain prerequisites for mobile phone-based spot billing application. One is you have to have an Android-based basic smartphone. The OS has to be Android delivering 4.1 or higher. 4.1 is because that is the OS that was prevalent at the time this application was introduced. So now, of course, you have higher version. You have to have a Bluetooth thermal printer, and of course, there has to be connectivity to the remote server. You have this photograph capture of the metering, the entry of metering, the global positioning system, and data communication. You have a module for data validation, where no junk data entered into the system. Bill processing is of course done in the SAP server, and then there is a module for pairing the Bluetooth thermal printer with the mobile phone. Your analytics and report, your photo analysis. As you see, the situation after implementing this application improved very much. So new terminal applications are being registered and monitored systematically. Bills are being served to convenience and actual metering. Photographs of metering are being captured to the camera in mobile phone. These photographs are being printed on the bills too. And these are converted in delivered in days. And these are used for process and management. So since the bill information is available in real time in the web, the consumers are able to make instant payment and avail of rebate. The GPS coordinates help in tracking the movement of meter readers, and it ensures that they actually visit the terminal premise. And these coordinates are also used as inputs for GIS mapping of locations of terminal schematics as well as the other electrical assets. Customer complaints are being registered, monitored, and resolved in time. Now there are several project benefits, as you can see. There has been an increase in the billing efficiency or productivity due to thermal filters are very quiet and fast. Data download or upload both are automatic. So all this has eliminated the monthly to and fro that the user or the staff has to take to the local office. So these are been eliminated. So in the conventional spot billing, while around 1,000 bills used to be generated in a month, with the mobile phone based spot billing, one can generate around 1,500 bills a month. The decision losses have fallen because bills are being raised on actual metering, and there has been a tremendous increase in customer satisfaction because bills are being raised on actual metering and they are being served to the consumer right on the spot. So these bills are getting uploaded to the level real time, and consumers are able to make instant payments. There has been a considerable financial saving also because of automation. So because this has eliminated the need to hire operators in each and every town. So as you can see from the calculations in the slide, there is a saving of around 43 lakhs per annum, and this is a recurring saving. With the elimination of multiple vendors, the dependence on them has been eliminated. Earlier, for every change in software or for every change in the print layout design, one had to depend on his vendors. Now, this has been entirely eliminated. Because the reason being the billing unit resides in the SAP server, and that's a standard software. And whatever change has to be done only at one place, and that is in the SAP server. So other benefit is agency and user authentication. So different areas are assigned to different meter areas, and at the same time each meter area is assigned a particular mobile phone. So it is not possible for any meter area to use any other mobile phone or do the billing in any other area other than the one assigned to that particular meter area. So the IMEI or the International Mobile Electrical Identity, this number has been used for inserting or implementing this security feature. As you see, there is a saving in cost of hardware as well. So around 10 lakh rupees has been saved by resorting to mobile phone based spot billing. There are savings in costs of maintenance also. Thermal printers do not have any moving parts, so there is no wear and tear. And this has brought about a lot of savings in cost of maintenance. And since the mobile phones are based on Android Wear, and this being an openware, so this leads to a lot of caused a lot of flexibility in the development effort. Whereas in these modeling machines, which are happen to be proprietary machines, the software also is proprietary and embedded in the modeling machine. There has been a lot of saving in time because of elimination of the necessity to download and upload billing data. So you can see in the slide that around 165 mandates have been saved, and this is a recurring saving. Each year there is a saving of 165 mandates, and this again is only for the 71 counts. If one expands this implementation, then of course the savings in time is more. Now, one major benefit is the reduction in travel cost and the reduction in carbon footprint. As you see, there is a recurring benefit of around 15 lakhs per annum by way of savings in cost of transportation. The meters don't have to undertake the commute to their local office for upload and download data. That is done instantly from the mobile phone. There's a lot of now because the building resides in the SAP server, so there is standardization achieved which is not there in the modeling machine. Because of SAP, a lot of integration is possible, and this implementation can be increased beyond the current runtime to your scalability. This further slides present some value creation. One is the low cost of operation because of this implementation. Losses are coming down. The PMD losses used to be between 43 and 51% for NBPDCL and SBPDCL respectively. The ROC that is targeted for DR is to reduce the agency losses to 15%. Now, these practices and processes are the best in the world. The implementation of SAP has ensured that the benchmark process, one of the best process, has been implemented. There is elimination of manual intervention, errors, and duplication. So all this has led to faster resolution of customer complaints. And there is a lot of implementing customer satisfaction levels. Since the complaints resolutions are faster, and there are multiple avenues for there are multiple avenues for customer outreach such as the bill, the customer care center, terminal, etc. The consumers are very satisfied. With all this, there is a sense of competitiveness within NBPDCL and SBPDCL. So both are striving to be among the best in the country. Now, since this process is very transparent and there's an audit trail left behind, so and these operations are controlled. So all the agencies employees for billing are allocated specific user ID and password. The INN number also is used for validation. So and the photographs of measurements are captured and one is related to process and analysis later on. The same also printed on the bill. And the GPS coordinates are used for monitoring the movement of material. So all this has led to a lot of transparency. The coming slides narrate some areas of innovation. One is the instant upload and download of data because of the availability of telecom network. There is the INN number has been used to enhance security and application management. The photographs of the meetings are being printed on the bill. Barcodes also are being printed on the bill. These barcodes help in validating the identity of the consumer. Photographs of the meetings are compulsory, and these are used for taking corrective actions later on. GPS tracking is being done, and we have the analytics feature for monitoring, reporting, and feedback. Now, a question more about analytics. So you have various consumer search options. You can search for consumer by way of terminal number, by meter number, etc. You have agency-wise, meter-wise, MRE-wise analytics. The progress of billing can be monitored in real time. And we have several reports for the management, like we have the report on unbilled consumers, we have reports on exceptions, and we also have reports on consumers whose billing process is incomplete because of network failure. So this slide shows you a screenshot of the analytics screen. So you can see, for example, in the second row that the bill has been generated on a metering of 557, and the photograph also displays the same bill. So this one can ensure that the bill has been generated on the reading that is actually there. So in case there is a mismatch between the photograph and the meter reading registered here, and one can take a corrective action. And simply these photographs are also legal evidence admissible in court of law. And these photographs are being captured as a part of the process. And it's not that one can, it's not optional. So these photographs are captured by default. This slide shows the system architecture. As you can see, you have the SAP server at the back end, you have the middleware in the middle, and at the farther end you have the user with the smartphone. So there is communication across the servers and the mobile phone to telecom network. And we also have utility personnel who access information from the system. The last slide is a quote from our senior management, as well as in a person of the university. So that's all about the presentation. Thank you.
So thank you, Chandrakant. So I have a few questions for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me just unmute everyone. Okay. So I just wanted to know what were some of the challenges that you faced during the implementation.
Yes, the challenge is really I think my colleague can also join here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think my colleague can pitch in here. Yeah, I will request Pranav to come out with the challenges that you face during the implementation.
Can I speak? Pranav here. Can I speak?
Please go on.
Yeah. The challenges is what, as mentioned in the PPT also, there is no central system of billing. Because they have a different vendor, they have the different system. So the first challenge is that to generate one central system means from there only, this is one basic logic, central logic is there. Okay. There the bill will be generated. So this is the first major challenge, because we need to overcome with their vendor dependency, because the vendor dependency is long over from the 15, 20, I think around 16, 15 years they are doing the billing from vendors. First of all, we need to generate one central system. This is the first major hurdle for us. The second thing is the mobile network, because the mobile spot billing will be work on mobile networks, and in Bihar, the mobile network problem is major for us. So this is there are the two things there, and one more thing is the maybe the main as per the management concern, there is a change, because they suddenly depend on the vendors. So now we need to come from a vendors to give the system to them, because they are the owner of the system, not the vendor. Sometimes some queries come, consumer comes to them and they ask that my bill is generating wrong. So they will call the vendor, and the vendor is the responsible person for the this bill query. Now the person who is in charge of that zone, he is the responsible person for this one. This is the change management where we have a hurdle of this one. Right, Parida sir, you can add on this one.
Yeah, Pranav has rightly mentioned. As earlier the commission processes were managed by the vendor, and they were doing of their own sweet will. There was no control over them. So there is no sense of ownership. So now when we implemented this mobile phone based Bling application, where the billing was setting in the SAP server, where changes could be done just at one shot by making a change in the FTP server. So it always meant that the utilities had to own their own system. I mean, now they couldn't tell or point fingers at others. So this was a challenge.
And also, can you shed some light on what measures you adopted to tackle these challenges?
Yeah, a lot of involved change management. So a lot of training was involved. So training for both the utility staff as well as the supervisors. So they had to be trained thoroughly, and the supervisors had to be trained on tackling the errors. So that is one way the change was handled.
Okay.
This is Praful here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Apart from this, we basically we ensured that the bills are generated properly, and because of that, trust was created, and we also ensured that we made our manforce available to them for continuous period. That is, our people were giving support for 15 to 16 hours, because these external vendors used to take readings early in the morning, and few of them were going late up to 8 o'clock. So we ensured that we provide them continuous support in terms of any failure in this mobile application, then any kind of support they need during even field. A few times we used to visit on field, provide them supports. That is how we help them and achieve all their targets.
Okay, great. So my last question to you would be, if you were given a chance to be a part of this project again, so what are the things that you would do differently this time?
Yeah, Dinesh, could you repeat what you said?
I said if you were given a chance to be part of this project again, so what are the things that you would do differently this time based on your experience of this project and your learnings?
Okay. I think Praful, you can tell about this.
Yeah, once.
The requirements as in, because this one the requirements are not
here what happened, we since it was implemented first time, there was major challenges involving process freezing, network freezing, and many more things. So what I think is now the process and everything that has a clear setup has come to our mind. So what we think that it can be easily rolled out at other parts, and now even utility is also thinking to roll out this mobile application for entire Bihar. So what you ask is similarly we can extend support for other parts also with the earlier learnings.
Okay, you want to add something on that, or?
Hello?
Yeah, Sagar will add on.
This is Sagar here. What
Yeah.
basically what was initial the billing, or what we see, this billing was with the vendors. So each and every, there were multiple vendors or agencies which were doing the billing process. So there was no exact procedure on how the reading was taken or how the queries were resolved. So that was another issue where we were unable to freeze the process of actual getting the billing done. So that was one thing where we can now actually ask the vendors to get together and freeze that process first before starting the going ahead with the development or designing part. And coming to the more critical part, that was going to the mobile networks. Since Bihar was hardly having, I mean, it was not even initially having the 2G when the project has started to the rural side of the state. So that was a major issue where we were facing. So bringing up the network, and another challenge that we have taken up here was in the places where there was hardly any network, we have created this application as a part of offline. So that was another challenge that we coped up with. So basically understanding the requirements from the different vendors initially would be a plus point here, so that we can understand that what exactly they need. And the second thing, whether that particular mobile application can be feasible in that particular part or not. That would be a second study learning, which we were not having the idea of whether we can take up this earlier. But now looking at this project, we can see that how can we put it in a feasible way? That's all.
So thanks a lot. So Mukesh, are you there in the call? Okay. So we are done with our questions, and thank you everyone for participating in this session. And it was great interacting with you and knowing about your project and all the benefits. Yeah.
Sorry, I was on mute, so I was just saying that thank you for the entire team for doing this presentation. And I wish you all the very best for the ACE Award. And I'll meet you there at the venue on Monday.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Have a good